Good Monday morning to you. It's Bobby, and I'm here to talk to you about a very common problem. And when I call it a very common problem, I mean it's a problem common to every level of player. In the case of the high handicap, it's an unfailing habit, something bordering addiction. And into the lower handicap player, that is the expert, it's just a chronic lapse, something that they sink into only once in a while, usually under pressure, and most often, I suppose, when they got to par that last hole to shoot their best score ever. And what I'm talking about, the common affliction that I'd like to address today is the weight shift. Now, when it comes to the weight shift in the golf swing, it's no different than the weight shift in any other activity or sport that has fallen under my observation. It seems to me that in every sport I can think of, you shift and then you release, or you shift and then you hit. The golf swing is no different. You don't shift as you throw. Just the same, you don't shift as you swing. You clearly shift and then swing. How do you work on that? How can you do that in a way that you're sure that your weight shift is something that's going to add to your tee shot? Well, you can set up just as I have here. I've got a ball here already set right about the proximity that I'd like to be for my tee shot. And at the same time, I've put this ball right opposite the outside of my right heel. Now, let me tell you why it's there, because this will give me instant feedback and for you, instant feedback as well. People who have a faulty weight shift have the same problem each and every time, and that is that their right heel moves backwards as they swing through the shot. That couldn't be any worse for adding distance. Remember, this foot, it doesn't pivot. This would be a pivot. I don't pivot. Rather, this foot empties. Let me say that again. This foot doesn't pivot. That would kick up grass. This foot empties. And so the objective is, as I put this club right beside my right heel, is to see to it that I don't knock it over, because if I allow this foot to pivot and go away from the objective, then I'm going to knock that thing over each and every time. But if I miss it, if I leave it undisturbed, then I can be sure that I have shifted my weight in a way that's actually going to produce yards, give me more hit. And so I'm set up to it. I've got this just opposite my right heel. My objective is to go forward, never backwards, forward, and see what happens. Oh, good. It's still in place. I hope it's still in place for you too. And so if you're one of the 65 to 70% of the golfers whose weight shift is a little faulty, apart from your will, apart from your knowledge, then you'll knock that ball right off the tee. Put this thing as close to the outside of your heel as possible. Go ahead and set up to hit a golf ball. Swing through that thing and see to it that remains undisturbed, and you'll be sure then that your weight shift is just perfectly fine. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for watching.